So you're dreaming of becoming a Montessori educator. But that first step? Wow, it can feel like a huge one, right? Choosing the right online training program is a massive decision. Today, we're going to decode that whole process for you and give you a clear guide to navigate this really exciting world.
You know, it really all boils down to this one question. If you're here, watching this, I'm willing to bet you've already felt that pull, that calling to help guide young minds. That desire, that passion, that's the most important part of this entire journey.
And look, this path is incredibly rewarding, but figuring out which online program is the one for you can feel like trying to untangle a giant knot. So that's what we're going to do. Together, we're going to pull on the right threads and give you a simple, clear map to follow.
Okay, first things first, let's just talk about the world we live in now. The whole landscape of education has shifted, and Montessori training has absolutely evolved right along with it. The digital classroom isn't some weird new thing anymore. It's a powerful and honestly, a super accessible option for so many people.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting when you see it side by side. Traditional training, it has its place, fixed schedules, in-person classes, but online programs, they just open up a whole new world. You get incredible flexibility, you're part of a global community, and yeah, they're usually more affordable. And think about that global community for a second. That means you're not just learning with people from your town. You're in class with educators from all over the world, sharing perspectives you would never get otherwise. This change is what's making a Montessori career a real possibility for so many more of us.
So, with all these amazing online options out there, how in the world do you find the one that's actually right for you? Well, you need a tool. You need a compass to help you cut through all the noise and find your own true north.
And that's a huge point from the premier online Montessori teacher training guides for 2026. They basically say you have to look past the flashy websites and the slick marketing. The best program isn't about who has the best ads, it's about having genuine, verifiable quality. And we're about to show you exactly what to look for.
Before we dive in, let's just lock in the single most important word you're going to hear today: accreditation. Seriously, think of it as a guarantee. It's proof from an official, outside group that a program meets super high standards for everything. Their curriculum, their teachers, everything. Honestly, this is your #1 non-negotiable seal of quality.
All right, so with accreditation as our foundation, let's start building your navigator's toolkit. We boiled down all the research into 5 essential signs of a high-quality program. These are the 5 things you need to check for every single program you look at.
So here they are. First, accreditation, the official stamp of approval. Second, an authentic curriculum. Are you getting the real deal? Third, practicum support, that crucial hands-on experience. Fourth, faculty mentorship. Who's actually teaching you? And finally, a strong community and network, which is basically your professional lifeline. Let's break each one down. We're kicking it off with hallmark #1. Accreditation. And yes, I know we just talked about it, but its importance cannot be overstated. This is literally the very first thing you need to find and verify on any program's website. No excuses. So here's your checklist. Don't just see the word accredited and move on. You've got to dig a little deeper. Who's the accrediting body? Is it a well-known, respected organization like APTTI? Is their accreditation up to date? And does it specifically cover the age level you want to teach? A really good program will be proud of this and make it super easy to find. Okay, once you've checked that big accreditation box, you can move on to hallmark #2, the curriculum itself. This is the heart and soul of the program, so you have to ask, is this the real, authentic Montessori method? An authentic curriculum, it's so much more than just learning a few activities with the materials. It's about a deep dive into the why, the whole philosophy of child development that underpins everything. Because without that, the materials are just pretty objects. A great online program will give you comprehensive lessons and tons of digital resources like albums and videos, so you can see exactly how the material presentations are done. Montessori is not a theory you just read about in a book, it's something you do. And that brings us to hallmark #3, which is absolutely critical for an online program, the practicum. That's your hands-on, in-the-classroom experience. A top-notch online program has to have a really strong bridge to a real physical classroom. Look for clear requirements about your student teaching hours. Ask them, do you help me find a school to do this in? And, maybe most importantly, will I have a dedicated supervisor who will actually observe me and give me real, structured feedback? This is not just about checking off a requirement. This is where the magic happens. It's where you turn theory into practice, and having an experienced guide there with you, telling you what you're doing right and gently guiding you, that is absolutely priceless.
And speaking of guides, that brings us to the human element. You're not just buying access to a course, you're learning from people. The quality of your instructors, your mentors, that can totally make or break your entire experience.
So what does great mentorship look like online? Well, it means your instructors have actually logged years in a real Montessori classroom. They know what they're talking about. It means the program keeps class sizes small, so your instructors actually have time for you. Look for programs that promise one-on-one feedback and are easy to get a hold of. You should feel totally supported, not like you're just another number in the system. And finally, we've arrived at our 5th hallmark. Your training program only lasts for a little while, but your career? Well, that's a long time. A great program thinks about your future and connects you to a professional lifeline from day one. Look for signs of a real living community. Are there active student forums where people are actually talking and helping each other out? Is there a strong alumni network you can tap into later for advice or even job leads? This isn't just a nice little extra, it's your support system. When you're stuck on a concept late at night, that forum is your study group. And 5 years from now, that alumni network might just be how you find your dream job. It's basically your professional family.
So, now you have your navigator's toolkit. You have the 5 hallmarks. It's time to chart your own course. This is where you take all that objective, quality stuff and mix it with your own personal needs and what works for your life.
And this chart is a perfect way to do it. You can just make a simple one like this. Okay, accreditation. That's a must-have for any program you consider, period. But then you get personal. Do I work better on my own schedule? Or do I need the structure of a group? What's my actual budget? Is having that one-on-one mentorship more important to me? Or is a giant alumni network the bigger priority? This process makes the final choice so much clearer because it's tailored just for you.
And as you're making that choice, it's always good to just take a step back and remember the ultimate goal. Maria Montessori herself said it best. Success isn't about you being the star of the show. It's about preparing an environment so perfectly that the children can learn and grow and work, all on their own. That is the beautiful goal your training is preparing you for.
Choosing the right course is a huge decision, I know, but it's really just the beginning. It's your first confident step. And by using these hallmarks, you can take that step knowing you're on the right path. So really, the only question left to ask is, what will your Montessori story be?